When discussing the moral consideration of animals, some will argue that certain kinds of animals cannot perceive pain. This argument makes a significant mistake. Something does not need to be capable of perceiving pain in order to be worthy of moral consideration. The potential for the mere appearance of suffering can be sufficient to justify moral consideration. The mere appearance of suffering undermines respect for sentience. The mere appearance of suffering corrodes empathy and compassion. The mere appearance of suffering normalizes cruelty and brutality. The mere appearance of suffering desensitizes us to inhumanity. Even if an animal cannot suffer, the potential for the appearance of suffering can justify moral consideration. The potential for the appearance of suffering is sufficient to entitle a creature to moral consideration. Many people argue that certain lower life forms do not deserve moral consideration on the grounds that they cannot feel pain. Such claims are often founded on little, if any, scientific evidence. But more importantly, they are irrelevant. The mere appearance of suffering is sufficient to entitle something to moral consideration. This is not to say that suffering does not matter if it is not visible. To know is a rational necessity, and this creates the same moral evil. Both the capacity for suffering and the capacity for the appearance of suffering are sufficient to entitle a creature to moral consideration. That is the reality as I see it. A society that is opposed to suffering is in the interest of one who can suffer. If we want to see this fundamental moral maxim realized, we must take this reality seriously.